Alexa, how many days until Christmas?
Christmas is in 28 days, on Friday the 25th of December 2020. Santa has a little message for you.
Ho, ho, ho. It's going to be a good day today. I have my favourite red pants on. Ho, 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 ho.
I like red, it's my favorite color. I like red, like all my clothes. I like red, it's my favorite color. I like red, like all my clothes.
So we know in this household when Christmas is going to be, because we have been asking Alexa for quite a long time when Christmas is going to be. And I can tell you that it is going to be in 28 days. And that Alexa has just recently started giving us daily updates from Santa. And I know it's just recently because we've been asking her for quite a long time. She's only just started telling us the Santa updates. And Christmas is coming. It's coming soon. I know for some people in our family, it seems it's never, ever going to get here, but it will come. And I wonder if you can imagine being so excited about something like Christmas, but not exactly knowing when it's going to come, but knowing it will. And you're waiting and you're excited and it doesn't happen and it doesn't happen and it doesn't happen. And I wonder if maybe if it goes on for a year or maybe 2 years or even longer, you might just begin to lose hope and to begin to think it might not happen. And imagine if things actually got really quite hard, you might then just think, oh, forget this. It's never going to happen. And do you know what? I think that's what the Bible passages are saying that we're looking at today. That Jesus is saying, do you know what? I am going to come again. I promise I am going to come again, and I will. But we don't know when it's going to happen. Do you know things are going to get quite hard before I come again, he says. It will be as if the sun has stopped shining. And I know for me, sometimes it does feel a bit as if the sun stopped shining at these days. I don't know how you're feeling. Life can be really hard. But Jesus is saying, don't worry. Just because things are hard does not mean I'm not coming. It might even mean I'm coming soon. It certainly doesn't mean that I'm not coming. But we don't know when it's going to be. It's like somebody who owns a house going away and saying to the servants who look after the house, I'll be back. Be ready, I'll be back. But they don't know when he's going to come. But they must carry on waiting and carrying on being ready, keeping the house clean, keeping food in the fridge and so on. I don't know if you remember, 2 weeks ago, we talked about being ready for something and not knowing when it was going to happen. Being ready for Jesus coming again and not knowing when it was going to happen. And do you remember what we needed in order to be prepared, in order to be ready? Jesus said we need 3 things. And this is what they are. We need faith. We need to remember that God is coming, that what he has promised, he will keep, he will stick to. We need faith in God. We need love. We need to keep loving God and loving others. We can help others in these dark days. We can shine some of God's love into their lives. And we need hope. And you know, when God says hope, he doesn't mean, oh, I hope he's going to come. I really hope he is. The Bible talks about a sure and certain hope, being sure of the things that we hope for. We know God is going to come again. It's like a fire in our hearts. We need to keep those things, faith, love, and hope. And that is how we are ready for Jesus whenever he comes, because he will, as sure as Christmas is coming in 28 days on the 25th of December, 2020. Okay, everybody. Well, what we're going to do now is we are going to make an Advent candle wreath, because today is the first Sunday in Advent. Advent means coming, and it's at the time leading up to Christmas, the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas, when we're thinking about Jesus having come to earth as a little baby, and come to earth to show us God's love. And we're also looking further ahead, saying Jesus is going to come again one day. And we use the 4 Sundays to think about Jesus coming. And each Sunday we think about a different thing to help us prepare for Jesus coming. And what you will have probably seen somewhere before, I know you'll all have seen Advent calendars, you might also have seen Advent candles. Either one candle that you burn a little bit each day, from 1 to 24, it's got marked down that you burn a little bit off each day, or sometimes a wreath, which has 4 candles in it, or sometimes 5 candles. 4 candles for the 4 Sundays and 1 candle for Christmas Day. We're going to make that. We're going to make a wreath with 4 candles. So for this, you will need 4 candles, obviously. I'm going to use these big long ones like this. You might choose to use a tea light as well. You might choose to use, to be very safe, an electric tea light, which has a little battery in. It looks like a real flame, but it's not actually a real flame. I'm going to use these big candles, and I have worked out a way to get them to stand up in this little holder. You could do the same. You could either stand up in a little holder, or you could use maybe some Play-Doh or some blue tack. Be very sure to get an adult. If it's a real candle, be very sure to get an adult to help you make sure the candle is very firm, because what you don't want, obviously, is for the whole thing to fall over, especially not when it's got a flame on it. So you're going to need 4 candles. You're going to need a plate or maybe a tray. I'm going to use a plate to put it all together on, and then stuff that you like to make the wreath with. So I went out today with my son, Charlie. We walked along the road and we got a huge variety of, it's called foliage, it just means leaves and berries and things like that. And also I've got a few little pine cones. So I don't know what it will look like in the end. We'll see. You don't need a computer mouse, you'll be pleased to hear. I'll put that over here. So let's go. I'm going to start, I think I'll just put the 4 candles around here. Actually, what I might do, which would be a bit clever of me, would be just to perhaps blue tack the candles and the candle holders in place, because I don't want them shifting around. Even I know the candles are fairly securely in their holders, I don't want the holders shifting around either, really, as I maybe have to move the plate. I imagine we'll be using this table at some point over the coming 4 weeks. There we go. I'll blue tack these in place. That's like the basis of it. And then it's pretty much do what you want to decorate it. So I've got, ouch, I've got some holly, ouch, which we managed to find with some red berries on, just up the road. I've got some ivy, which is very pretty, but it is also poisonous. So if you're going to use ivy, be sure to wash your hands afterwards. And I've also got some stuff from like a Christmas tree. Yeah, like Christmas tree branches, which gives off a beautiful smell as well. There you go, you might be able to see it there. And it's all tangled up. So now I'm just going to have some fun weaving these things around and seeing, I might have to chop some, mightn't I? And seeing how I can make them into a beautiful display. You might want to just go out. You've got a couple of days. No, today is the first Sunday of Advent, but the 1st of December, if your Advent calendars, you'd start on the 1st of December, wouldn't you? So if you wanted to start on the 1st of December, you've got a couple of days to go and get some foliage. I don't know if it's raining where you are today or not. It's not anybody dissolved if they go out in the rain. You could go out in the rain to get some foliage, couldn't you? But go out and get some foliage, go out and get some lovely things to decorate this with. And then just plonk it around, really. I think I might have to press my turbo boost button again in a minute. What do you think? A little bit of turbo boost over there ain't doing any harm. I'm also going to cheat and use these secateurs because they make cutting branches a bit easier sometimes. But scissors are okay. You know the scissors. There we going to get a little bit of colour. So I'm going to now press my turbo boost, and I will show you how this ends up in the end. So there we are. That's my Advent wreath. I'll see if I can pick up the computer and show you from on top. Let's see. Might or might not work. There you go. So you can see I've got some holly berries, I've got some pine cones, some candles dotted around. Do you know what the likelihood is? I will have to refresh the foliage because over 4 weeks it is actually going to probably die a bit. That doesn't matter. We can chop and change, can't we? Get a bit of variety. I think that looks quite nice. I'm sure you'll make an even more spectacular one. I'd love to see any pictures. As always, send in an email of your pictures. I'd love to see what you make. But I hope you have fun making it.